No, I don't know.
All right, so we
I'll just try to.
All right, so we're on boss day part 4. We talked about cake over here.
Yeah.
All right, so this is all about closing the sale. So before we jump in, and there's actually 2 parts of closing the sale. But before we jump into that, y'all just share out loud either some good things about closing the sale that you have stumbled upon maybe, or you're like, this is awesome when I do this, or throw out some things that you feel like need improvement, or I don't know, what is your comment? What do y'all think about the close? The close of we're talking about the close of a facial, the close of a party, just there's some things out of me.
I think I struggle with being awkward.
Okay, awkwardness at the end, okay.
I get overwhelmed with knowing the prices of things and trying to write it up, writing up their sales ticket.
Okay.
And then I just panic and go, okay, so I'll get back to you. And I leave the party with their orders, but I don't write up their sales tickets because I just got overwhelmed.
Gotcha. Okay. So awkwardness, overwhelmedness. Okay. Anything good or anything
I was
else?
gonna say, I do like saying which skincare set would you like to start with.
Okay.
Because I don't know why. I used to do a perfect 10 and I put the name in it for those 2 products. I like the name. The roll-up bag. And
Right.
Put their name on that.
Okay.
Yeah, which skincare stick with them. I mean, they're gonna buy what they're gonna buy.
But to get them asking about sets.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Okay, that's a very
word in which skincare set. That way, if it's like, oh, do I want to do sunless repair? Do I want to do that?
Okay.
Things.
Oh, you're talking about throughout the whole point.
Yeah,
Throughout
it's
the
a big clothes.
Okay.
The big clothes. It used to be on the back of the profile cards.
Okay. Okay, anything else about the clothes?
I like that it gives you an opportunity to sit with that one person.
Yeah.
To just focus your attention on
On
them.
that one person, yeah.
It
You have
also
a
gives
one-on-one
you,
conversation.
well, I mean, you can connect if you haven't already. It's
Yes.
a good way to.
Eyeball
Make
to
a
eyeball,
connection.
yeah, connection, definitely. Okay, anything else? This side of the room closes? Let me ask y'all this, do you feel like you do a close every time?
Somewhat.
Come on it?
If it's crazy, I just like, crazy is with like 2 or 3 little kids below 4 years old. And yeah.
You let them pack up and go home? Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do this fast.
Yeah.
Kids just drive their mothers crazy and mom's just stressed out.
Okay, so, okay, is there one question that you guys would have about those before we jump in here and I start talking? Is there like a question? Okay, I mean, I've heard concerns.
How do you prepare them that you are going to do a one-on-one?
Oh, great question. Okay, all right, and we'll start with that here. Okay, how do you prepare them for the one-on-one? Okay, well, and I'll kind of start with that. Did y'all have a question over here? Okay.
Okay. It helps me when I'm closing to have, and I like the profile questions were helpful to have, like, what's my goal? Why am I sitting down with this person?
Right.
So that when I go in, I'm kind of like you. Like I'm mentally prepared for this
Right.
conversation. Like, where does this need
What's
to
the
end?
purpose of this
Right.
conversation?
How do I know when I'm done having
Yeah.
this conversation so I can have
Do you know what that is? Do you know what that answer is?
Kind of, yeah, I think I do. But I just think that would be a good thing to lay out on the table.
Wow, yay! Somebody has to go, I'll train it. So let me start with Gina's question, and I'm gonna hit on Courtney's awkwardness, okay? So, you're not the only one, because I was.
We were all there. We all
still
started there.
We're still there, yeah. So what's funny is
Just
that, okay, so like whenever, that is recorded, we are recording, right? Okay. Well, I've done that before. It's very awkward, and you feel very strange asking somebody, okay, I'm gonna meet with each one of you now. They're looking at you like, what? If you have not prepared them ahead of time. And so if you need to, if you're not preparing at the beginning of your appointment, and y'all, this goes for a double facial and above. Now, if it's a one-on-one, you're gonna be sitting with them anyway, so you don't have to stand. But y'all, you need to write the words on your flip chart on the front page when you go through the little agenda, what we're doing today. Add it in there. I'm gonna meet with each one of you one-on-one at the end so that I can get a record of exactly what you used tonight. And you can ask me any questions if you don't feel comfortable asking in front of the group. That's my 2 reasons.
Well, if it helps you wrap something up, and every time you say, you know, when we meet together one-on-one, they pass the gift. And so it's a big deal, and it brings more of attention to it. You can play a game with it.
And that's perhaps more for the second appointment.
Right.
Yeah. But
You could do it that way too, if you need.
as long as you mention it in the agenda, what we're gonna do today, you guys, is we're gonna run through some skincare. You're gonna get to pick a treatment today. And y'all, that whole little line that we've added into that, that's part of the beauty experience. Yeah. So you're gonna get to try a treatment today, and then we're gonna finish you up with your skincare. You're gonna get to try our CC cream, and we're gonna put on some lashes and lips as we go home naked. And then at the very end, I'm gonna meet with each one of you just one-on-one quickly so that I can make sure I have all of my notes written down on you, and that's a chance for you to ask me any questions if you don't feel comfortable asking right now. And so that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, let's keep going.
I always joke about how we have a lot of products, so if we tried all of them tonight, you wouldn't want to hang out with me anymore. I'd be here until midnight. You want to kick me out. So at your individual sit down with me, if I didn't cover anything that you have skin concern about, we can totally talk about it. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and I kind of probably disperse that throughout the party, like,
I mention it at different times.
I do too. So like when we get to the treatment part, I'll say, okay, so whatever treatment you don't try today, well, when you book your second appointment with me at the end, when we meet one-on-one, then you can tell me which one you want to try that you didn't try tonight. And then I mentioned it again at the foundation part, because I'm like, you know, some of y'all are gonna love the CC cream tonight, and some of you are gonna hate it. And it's totally fine. We have lots more foundations. But you want to write that down at the end, and so we can pick out which one you would want to try next at your follow-up appointment. But yeah, I probably disperse that throughout. So I promise, if it's something that you're not used to saying, you guys, you've got to write it on your flip chart, or put a yellow sticky on your flip chart with those words to mention it until that becomes a habit. Okay? So then once you say that at the beginning, you won't have an issue telling us, okay, we're gonna meet with you guys one-on-one now. Okay, because it flows a little bit better. Okay, so hopefully that will help with awkwardness. All right, there are goals for the conversation at the end of the appointment. All right, so let's see. I know y'all know them. What is the goal? What is your goals per person at every single appointment that you put product on? There's 3. Sell, book, recruit. Okay, that's general. Sell, book, and recruit. Now we're gonna make those a little bit more specific. What do we want to sell?
Sets.
Skincare sets.
Sell sets. And so you're gonna show up with sets. That's it. If you have lookbooks in your starter kit, take them out. I'm serious.
Oh, I know.
Take them out and leave them in your car. I have an accordion file folder in my car that stays in the back with workbooks. So if I'm ever on the go and somebody needs a lookbook, or if somebody requests one, I might go pull one out of my car for them towards the end after I've already closed everybody. If they want to wait around, I can send them home with a book. Okay.
Well, you could always put it in their bag.
Right.
And fill in their
Then you
order.
want to sell sets. Okay. And we'll come back to this in a minute, but that's number 1, sell sets. Number 2 is to book. Book what?
Second appointment.
Book something. And if they don't want to book with you, what else could you potentially be walking away with?
You did looking for
Referrals. So yes, you could book them for and my thought is you guys either book them for that second appointment, or if they don't want to do a second appointment, because some people are like, no, I'm good. You know, the minimalists that don't want to try anything else, then book them for a career chat. Okay? The whole reason, y'all, what's the purpose of booking a second appointment?
Building a relationship.
All of that. The purpose of a second appointment, you guys, is layering and building a relationship. Now, ultimately, yes, we do want to sell more, and in an ideal world, yes, it would be awesome if it went from party to a party to a party to a party. But people have to build rapport and trust with you before they're going to invite all their friends. And so the more times you can be in front of them, the more they're going to connect with you, and they're going to determine if they like you or not. And if they like you, they will keep coming back to you to reorder that one mascara. If you make it hard for them to get a mascara and they don't care for you, they'll go find somewhere else to buy a mascara. Okay? I mean, I'm just laying it out. If they can't get their products from you back, they'll go find someone else to get it from.
I picked up 2 people recently.
Yeah. So you're building rapport, and y'all, some of my good customers started. In fact, the one that just held the party for me, y'all, all she had ever bought from me was Ultimate Mascara for her and her daughter. That was it. She had never tried anything else, but I put her on my PCP. She's her and her son and my son have been in elementary school since 1st grade together. They're in 5th grade. So that's how long I've known her. I've mentioned facial here and there, but never, always busy, college, high school. And then she called me out of the blue to book the party. Like, I don't know what to order, so I want to try it. I'm like, okay. So I mean, so you never know, but it's building the relationship. It's building, that's the purpose of the second appointment. So even if you know the girl's not going to sign up, but you can get in front of her again to practice doing a career chat, that's going to build your confidence because you're sharing again, and it's going to create another layer deeper with that person. So she's going to think twice. She bought a mascara and eye makeup remover. She's going to come back to you for that. And you told her, like, oh my gosh, like, your purchases helped, rebuild my business, and you're supporting a small business, which is helping me be home with my kids. They're going to remember stuff like that, and you only can do that through conversation. I mean, through texting, but it doesn't connect. All right, so that's the second is to book. So the whole booking point is you either need to walk away with a bunch of referrals, or book her for her second appointment, or book her for a career chat, or book her for a party. If you've done one of those, then you've done goal number 2. Does that make sense? Okay. And then the third one is the sharing. And so that would be booking her for a career chat or to watch a video. Okay, so those are your 3 goals. When those are done, then on to the next person. And then the next person, and then the next person. Okay? So that's kind of the whole picture. So now let's back up and talk about, there's 2 closings. There's a table close, and then there's an individual close. And I will be honest with you guys, when I was brand new and they showed me these sets, I just was like, whatever. I was young. I was 24, 25, and I wasn't going to pay $100, $200 for, that was just, and so I just kind of did my own thing and took books in and let them pick what they wanted, and my sales were crappy. And I'm like, well, maybe they do know what they're talking about. And the other part to that is I had tons and tons of questions. What's the price of this? What's the price of that? Or tell me, you just get all these questions. And then I finally was like, okay, if I will slow down and go over the closing sheet, like I'm okay with it now, but y'all, I really felt like I was like, I don't know, like slow-mo, like taking the time to show every product, how it comes and the price of the pocket. I mean, I had to slow myself down, but when I did that, y'all, I would have no questions. They were processing the information and making a decision versus asking, what a price was. And so, so if a D that moves really fast can slow down, I guess maybe some of us need to speed up to go through it. I don't know. But being thorough on the right stuff, I guess. Okay. So the table close. So this is my transition line, y'all. And I've been in for 22 years, and I still say the same line. And I haven't come up with a better one. Maybe there'll be a better one in Leah's class. But at the end of compliment time, I say, no, your makeover today was totally complimentary. But in case we've tempted you today, we do have some specials. You've heard me say that. Or a version of it. Your makeover is totally complimentary, but we have some specials. Would you like to see them? I get permission to show them to them. Still use that same line. And I had it written on my flip chart for lots and lots, but I had the question written really big and Okay, so that, if you feel awkward going from compliment time to the closing, that is your line. That's your question. Okay, your makeover is totally complimentary. However, we do have some specials. Would you like to see them? Have you ever had anyone say that? I don't think so.
If you did, you probably would laugh at it and hand it to him anyway.
Yeah, so anyway.
You're so funny. Here you go.
Well, I show it to you yesterday. I don't think I've had anybody say no.
I was wondering.
Or if they did, it didn't faze me.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, oh, sure, show them, even if they're, because they're curious. All right, and then I'll say great. Okay, and then I kind of do a combination of two things. I do flip these. I do hand them out. Okay, I was trying to remember because I know the teacher in me doesn't always hand stuff out. Because when you hand out, you lose attention. Y'all do know that. Once you hand paper, then you lost them. Yeah. So I'll say, okay, we have two options. I'm going to go over the first option with you today. And this is where I hand out the placemat and I hand it with the starter kit up. Okay, so option number one is if you have ever thought about doing something like Mary Kay on the side, or to make a little extra cash, a little extra spending money, a little shoe money, a little food money, a little movie money, and you would like to be coached and trained on how to make some extra cash, then this might be the option for you. I do not say purchasing a starter kit or a good deal. No. Okay? Because then you will get highly frustrated because you will sell lots of starter kits and you will make absolutely no money. Okay? So if you had the slightest idea that you would like to make some extra cash, but throw out some things that would be with a group of people. So if these were here, you'd like a little extra, spending cash, somebody to go back for a vacation, or maybe to take your kids to someplace fun, or throw out some things based on the people that are there. This would be your option. It's $100, and then with that $100, you get $394 worth of products. These are your products to demo, and you get everything that's included on here. You get set up with a company with a consultant number, and then you can purchase at our discount, at a discounted price. It could have already come up, but I always go back to just discounted price. So this would be option one. You get an opportunity, and you get a business coach that comes with this. So my director comes with your kids to help you build your business, and then you have an opportunity to go anywhere you want with it. Any questions? Okay, so I don't know how long I talked. I probably did about double what I probably would normally, but just a blurb about that. Okay, any questions? Like I would ask them. Okay, great. Well, then the second option is flip it over. And this is your second option if you'd like to just take products home with you tonight. All right, so guys, this is where it gets nitty gritty. And she has all the products in the other room. But you literally, when they flip that over, you take your roll-up bag.
She took that.
She took it. Okay, so I don't have props. But you literally take your props. You hold your roll-up bag. You twirl it. You roll it up. You rip the pockets off. You romance the roll-up bag. If you don't know how to romance the roll-up bag, you get your roll-up bag and you go in your bathroom and you practice. Okay, what is your most favorite thing about your travel roll-up bag?
The pockets come off.
Pockets come off. Okay, so then you would do, okay, y'all watch this. You ready? Yeah, and that's so cool. And so whenever you get excited about your roll-up bag, y'all, Drew, when he came home, guess what he came walking in the door with?
A roll-up bag.
He had his roll-up bag. I was like, holy cow. I had stuck in the back of his closet because I had intended for him to put his medicine and stuff back there. And when we left, it was empty and he had his stuff everywhere. But he goes, yeah, it was the best thing to pack in. So he had all his deodorant, his toothbrush, his cleaner, all his little pills and everything. It was all in his roll bag, and I first I'd give him a black one. It was all black.
If you have any extra black ones, computer guys, when they go and fix people's computers, they put all their USB drives in one, all their extra cords, and they love it.
Yeah.
So they might even take one that's printed.
So y'all take the time to romance the bag. I know you might feel weird. Y'all feel weird doing it? I know.
I don't feel very dirty because I love the bag.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not a touchy-feely person, and so, that was hard for me to learn. But you just do it, it'll become natural. Gina, I'm looking at Gina. I mean, I totally get it, because I know when I first was doing it, I was like, this is stupid, like, it's a bag, it's awesome, just buy it. That's my thinking. And so to actually like twirl it and just roll it up. But I have learned, I do have to say like Lauren, like I love my roll it bag and the fact that I literally hang it on the door, and when I go somewhere, I just yank it off and go. And when I get home, it goes right back. And that's my unpacking. Like you're not having to clear everything off your counter to pack it and go. So,
You don't have issues with getting stuff out. I don't pack it that full. No. I mean, when it's laid on its side in the bag.
oh, you're talking about products?
Yes.
Yes. So when your bottles do get low, you do have to sit them on the counter.
That's why I don't store mine in my bag.
Yeah, I store
I
it,
don't
but when
share
it
my
does,
bathroom with anyone else. So
when it does, I don't get low, you gotta put them on the counter so it runs down, and then you clip them off. And then don't put it back in the bag. Okay, so romance the bag, and then you literally guys have to do pocket one. Here is the cleanser. Here is your day cream. Here's your night cream. Here is your moisturizer. And if it's not on the table, you need to go to your bag and pull it out. Because there's been times where I've like packed my CC creams, and I'm like, oh, when I get to pocket 3, I gotta go grab the CC cream out of my bag and say, oh, here's pocket 3 now, your CC cream and your brush. It's visual, y'all. How do we all learn? We're visual. You have to make it visual. And so I literally put pocket 1, like here's pocket 1, and I say this is the time I set. And you can choose if you want to at that point. Say pocket 1, the time-wise 3D set is 110. Pocket 1 is your whole set. Bam. So there's one price you've given them if they want to just purchase pocket 1. Pocket 2, you get to choose. And you've got to have all the products. You can choose these 2. You can choose these 2. Or you can choose these 2. Okay. Touching it, moving it around. Your roll-up bag should have only these products in it. If you have more products, in fact, I'm gonna talk about Debbie real fast. She won't mind because we had I was at her house on Saturday. Her roll-up bag had so much stuff in it, and it was, I would say, a fourth of it was the stuff that was on the closing sheet. And so her job when I left was she was gonna take her other roll-up bag and make it match the closing sheet. And then you can have other bags for other stuff. But when you're doing a closing, only these products, okay? So pocket 2, you would have the charcoal mask, the pore minimizer, microdermabrasion set, and a facial peel. You would have all those, but then show them the different combinations. And then pocket 3 is your CC cream and brush. Yes.
Do you give them a choice of foundation at that?
No. I mean, all I say is this, it comes with your foundation. We tried CC today. If you want to take that one home today, great. If you want to try another one, we can do that later.
That's when I mentioned the satisfaction guarantee. So if you want to try liquid foundation or powder, you can totally go home with it today, but we have that 100% satisfaction. So if you really didn't like the CC cream and then you find out later that you actually really like it much better, don't worry. Is that too much?
I would probably say that based on the group. Like if everybody loves the CC cream,
Don't even mention
you don't even need to mention. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't even, that could be where you get speed up. But if people are kind of like, oh, this isn't enough coverage,
Right.
then yeah, I would definitely want to say, if you purchase the Princess bag today, you don't have to take the CC cream with you today. We can match you real quickly at your second appointment, and then we can fill that pocket with another foundation. Yeah.
So they would go home with no foundation and then
I would
second.
match them and give them their foundation.
Go ahead and charge them for it? I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It'd be paid for.
Just asking for this.
Yeah.
Of the season.
She can be.
Yeah, it can be.
Okay. All right, and then
It used to be more.
then we still give you pocket 4, even if it's empty, you still get it. The total value of this is $245. You can take it home today for $199. The value, actually, you can say the value is $245 or $245. You can actually say dollars on the value. And then we say stay only, it's $199, or that's 2 payments of $99.50. All right, so that's the Princess bag. Now I know I know some of you are like, princess is great, but I am a queen. So if you would like to fill your fourth pocket, then look what all you get. And I literally spit it out. You get your eye makeup remover, you get your mascara, you get your primer, you get your satin lips, and look at this cool brush. And I don't like to spend a lot of time on that brush because it affects me because it's at the end and you're already tired of listening. But I do the illustration, the brush, washing with the brush is like brushing your teeth with a electric toothbrush compared to when you do your fingers, it's like brushing your teeth with a toothbrush. And so that I let them pass it around. And so the value of the queen set is $369, but today only you get it for $299, which is 2 payments of $149.50. And then they're kind of just sitting there. You know what I mean? They're all kind of looking down. They are. They're looking down at their paper. They don't want to make eye contact with you. If there's an awkward situation, that would be it, right? Okay, so what do you need to do in an awkward situation?
Say something funny.
Okay, what? What questions do you guys have? You can ask them questions. I think, for me personally, I feel more comfortable if it's an awkward situation, make them laugh. Make them laugh, because when laughter always gets rid of the tension. I think if you ask them a question and it's a serious question, you might keep the serious tension in the room. So we need to make them laugh. And again, y'all, I've used the same line that I have used for 20 years, and if y'all have a better one, let me know. But it's just, we take MasterCard, Visa, Discover, because they're wondering, you guys, if you take credit cards or not. We take MasterCard, Visa, Discover. We do take checks. Y'all remember those? You can say that nowadays. We do take cash, and we also do payment plans. And the most famous one is We'll Never Know, or My Parents Will Never Know, depending upon the group you got there. Bottom line is we do creative financing. And then sometimes if they're still looking down, it just depends on the group. I'll add one more in there. I'll say, creative financing, guys, a little check, a little cash, a little credit. Oh, and then they start laughing. So it's just throwing it out there. And then if they're still a little quiet, I'll say, bottom line is, you guys, I want to work with you. So I'll work with you. All right, any questions? And usually at that time, it's pretty rare that I have that many questions.
I always joke, like, when no one has any questions.
Like,
I did really well.
Yeah.
Like, I did my job.
And then your transition line, there's no questions, because you should have very few, as long as you showed everything piece by piece. Then, okay, is there anybody that's in a hurry? That's gotta go. Courtney, you gotta go? No, you're just playing with me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
right.
I'm gonna go pick up my daughter.
There you go. Okay, great.
5 minutes ago. My daughter Josie, she's a fur baby.
Oh, okay. Well, grab your profile card and your ticket and your stuff right there. Just leave all your trash there. I'll come back around and get. Actually, we really would have already picked it up and we did the referral game. So just grab your card and come with me, and we're gonna go sit in on the couch real quick and let me do your notes first. And then everybody else, the hostess, you go grab food in the kitchen. Stick around, and then I'll have Courtney, tell which one of you guys to come next. Is there anybody else that wants to leave? You kind of have a feel. And then sometimes they're like, oh no, we're staying, and so then you're like, let's get it out with family. Right. Right. And so y'all, even if the people around you at the party are like all over the place, y'all, they will listen to what you tell them to do. You are the consultant. You are in charge of the party. You are in charge of the event. So they will do what you tell them to do. They really will. And so as long as you're telling them where to go, they will listen, and you can stay on track. Be conscious of the time.
Don't use your coach voice like I did with boys.
Oh, no, you gotta be nice. All right, so that's the table. All that was the tablecloth. Yeah.
So when I do mine, I don't give them the sheets until after, and I joke now, y'all don't have to memorize that. Here are sheets. Which way do you like better? I don't give them the sheets until after I've showed them.
It's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea.
Because that's what I've noticed is people just like look down, and I tell them,
yeah.
I mean, you've heard it. You give them the 3 options. You can be a princess, a queen, or a boss babe today.
Yeah.
And then everyone giggles.
Yeah. So you can actually pass these out and hand them to them like this, and they'll set it down. and then just, you can leave it like that, and then, yeah, go through option 2. Let me show y'all what, and so, yeah, they would totally be enthralled. So if you feel confident that, yeah, I would probably do it that way, but if you don't like them looking at you, because there was times I didn't want them, looking at me, have them put the sheet over and just follow along. I mean, either way, I think you can go either way. But the more they don't have stuff to look at, they're having to look at the physical product of you. They're more in tune with what you're doing, that's for sure.
I mean, I just embrace my awkwardness. So you might as well watch me.
I'm going to hang
Are you almost done?
Yeah, are y'all?
Okay, we're on.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a drawing and then lips and lashes and then.
Perfect, okay. Any other questions about tablecloths?
Oh, I do.
Well, look at that, isn't it?
Do you need some clothing shoes?
I have
Okay.
I still.
Okay. All right, so from what we've talked about so far, that was a lot of information. Can you pick up one or two things that you could already implement or do a little different?
Yeah. I really like saying the price of the set in the first pocket.
Yeah.
Or even saying then like the ultimate set is $165 value or more, because if they do the facial peel.
Yeah.
And then when you say you get the whole thing for one, even though they hear that it's $245.
It builds them up.
Right. And then they're like, oh, I only get it for $199. So
Yeah.
for an extra $89, I'm gonna get all this product instead of just the Miracle set.
Right.
Like,
Yes. Because people
I
are
like
doing
that a
that.
lot.
Well, people are doing that. When you hand them the sheet, they're trying to figure out the prices and what they can finagle and what they can spend and what they want to do. So yeah, that is true. And I guess I didn't really do that. Yeah, so it builds up and becomes prepared
yeah,
for the
that I
price.
really like that a lot.
Anything else?
Because that's like one of the questions I always get. Well, what's just the Miracle set?
Yeah.
So then I usually have a placemat that came in the kit.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
you
can
pull
always,
that out.
I just be like, I leave it on the table sometimes when I go close people.
I know what you made me think of. Okay, so another thing that just came up at one of my parties, somebody was wanting pocket chew stuff, the treatments. Okay, so if somebody starts talking, well, I'm getting into the individual closes now. Well, this can lead way. If somebody starts asking you about the treatments, like, well, I only get that. I think I really want that microdermabrasion of that, just scrap off this stuff. What would y'all do? What would you say? Okay, everybody's all together.
Currently washing. I'm
Okay.
currently washing.
Try all the new ones, and there's nothing wrong, because we've all been there. All the new ones would probably say, okay, great, let me write that up. Right, the microderm. Which is, yeah, it's a great sale. So now what were you saying, Melissa?
What are you using to wash your face?
Yeah. Is that what you said?
What are you currently using for your skincare?
Yeah. Bam.
Because some people will say, oh, well, I have a Mary Kay cleanser. I'm like, great, okay, so when that runs out, you make sure they don't already have a consultant. Like, great, okay, well, when it runs out, I know you want this new cleanser too.
Okay. Are they, they're
They
about
were
right
in the best.
No, they're right here. That's long here.
Oh.
So yeah, so when somebody goes to microderm facial peel immediately, I back up just like these girls, like, and what are you using for skincare? What are you using for skincare? And if they go, if they look a little awkward or whatever, I'll say, now the reason why I'm asking is because I'll sell you a microderm. But a microderm is not going to do you any good if you just randomly use a microderm, if you're not using any kind of skincare. And so skincare is where you're going to, in fact, you may get all the results you want by using skincare, and you may not even need the microderm. And y'all, that thought has never even processed in their mind. And I actually ended up selling a Miracle set versus a treatment item.
I bet you'll resell and resell and
Resell
resell.
and all that.
Where a microderm would sit on their
Right.
shelf for 2 years and they use it for maybe once
Right.
a month and then not be a satisfied customer.
Exactly.
And the charcoal mask, the charcoal mask does not work without cleansing your face. We did it on Nicole's husband, half of his face we washed and half of it we didn't. And we put charcoal mask on all of it. It does not work
On a dirty face or on
on
a
an uncleansed face. So then usually I get them to get the basic set at least.
Yeah.
And then add.
I'm pretty sure I've had somebody actually purchase, because I had that conversation and they
Yeah.
were like, no, that's what I want. And I was
that's
like,
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
As long as you have the
And
conversation.
I don't even remember who it was now because I
She already
guarantee you I haven't heard from them.
Exactly. So think back if you've ever done that with a customer, that's going to be why you've never seen them again. All right, and then one other scenario I'll share real quickly that just came up recently is I did have somebody trying to balance between, we did time-wise, and then they were talking about maybe doing a repair. And I wasn't sure if it was a money issue or what, but she was like kind of holding back on just No, I don't know which one I want. And if they finagle too long, you're gonna lose the sale. Like if they don't make a decision. So I finally said to her, I said, so what are you currently using right now for skincare? And it was like nothing. And I go, oh, okay, all right. Well, then let's back up here. And I took charge as the consultant, giving my consulting. I said, you know what? No, we don't need to do the repair. I'm not going to sell you this 205. It's way too much product for you to start with. I go, let's start you on the Timelines 3D now. You used it today. It looks great. You love it. You love the way it feels. And she did book a party, and I said, this will give us from now until the 1st of November, your party where you can use it. You'll know if you love it or if you need more. And then if you want to exchange it at that time, you could exchange it for the repair, or you could cycle and use all this product up, and then if you want to upgrade to the repair, then you can do that. And she's like, okay.
And then they feel like you actually care about them and you're not just trying to upsell, unless they really want it. Because I've had people who just really want the repair set. I really don't have wrinkles. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah. If they protested, but once I said that and explained it, she was like, okay, that totally makes sense. Because I go, from her using nothing to repair, I mean, you haven't even tried it. I go, I would hate for you to get this home and it doesn't work. Or you, I don't know.
It's too much.
Yeah.
When you say the exchange, I don't understand that. Like you could exchange that for the.
Yeah, and she brought back the whole timeline said I would take it back. I would write up the ticket for the repair and then minus the 110. And then she would pay the difference.
Is that a loss to us or what? How do you?
No, I return it to the company and they give me new product.
Okay.
They replace it for you.
Yeah. All right, so that kind of went into the individual closes. So when I get Courtney off to the side, a couple things is you definitely want to sit like eyeball to eyeball or below. Like I would never want to stand over her or sit higher than her. And just I start off with small talk. Did you have fun today? And while I'm asking her some questions, I'm making sure I have everything written on this card. Because if you get out of there and you don't have foundation colors written or lip colors, the likelihood of me remembering is gone. And so I'm checking all my notes. Where I'm asking her, did you have fun? Did you enjoy yourself? Did I teach you anything new today? What was your most favorite part? I mean, I may not have to ask her all those, but just a couple to get her talking and I'm just processing.
The same thing we do with guests.
Did anything surprise her?
Yeah.
The same things we do after.
Yeah. You don't have to ask all of them, like 2 or 3. And then you go right into, okay, where do you want to start with today? Or honestly, they probably have already led you into it.
Yeah. I've had people sit me down and be like, I want this, this, and this. And I'm like, did you have fun?
It's really funny when you start asking those questions, they start talking, and if this is in their hand, they'll start saying, well, I'm thinking this, this, and this. And so they actually go right into the whole set. Or even eyes will be, because I thought this was really cool. I mean, they all, this is in their hand. But if they don't come around to this and you say, okay, out of the steps today or what you tried today, what could you see yourself taking home? If money were no object. Those are all questions. I'll be honest, I don't use the same question in probably every situation. Is there anything you would like to take home today? I'd even just say it like that. That's my job. Is there anything you want to take home with you today? And then submit. And then let them answer if they haven't already started that conversation with you. Okay? So that's the first goal. Remember to sell steps. Okay, so once you do that, you write up the ticket. So this is the other thing on the ticket. When you sell steps, you just write princess. Bag. And then you put $199 and you total it up. You don't fill all the other stuff out. You can do that later.
I did that wrong.
Well,
it's not wrong.
Sometimes I'll put like OC for oil and combination or
well,
normal
but
to
if you have
dry.
the notes on here
And then
of what formula they're
charcoal
on
mask or whatever.
and their CC color, that's already marked on here. So really the only other thing, like if they bought a princess bag, you would just need a note pocket 2, which treatment. So you would need to write microderm, underneath that. Okay, but that's all you're writing. Very minimal, because you gotta remember you have everything on this card. And so when you get home, you're taking this card and that sales ticket and you're putting that in the computer and you're getting rid of these. So why would you want to double write? Okay, and we're especially while they're sitting there waiting for you. Okay, so you might write timelines 3D sets. And then when you're fast, you can put O/C.
That's all. I just put
Yeah,
OC
if
or
it's
ND
not on
underneath
here,
it.
it's probably already marked on here. But
I think that's
it.
so I order it correctly.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, she was totally wanting a combination, and then I go into my inventory and I'm like, oh, I have a oily combination or normal dry because
You did order it
I
right. Yeah. Or you would write clean
that's the
set.
seed coming out.
And nothing on the bottom of pocket four is customizable. It's all, yeah, if you do some swapping, then yeah, you're gonna have to write that down. Okay. And for newbies, you can do swapping, just, that's where you have to know prices a little bit better. And honestly, I think the best thing to keep on you is a paper order form. Just threw one in here this morning. A paper order form. Y'all know what these are?
They come in our box.
Yeah. Keep one of these inside.
Well, and
your
you can
closet.
also on every
Because
order,
where-
you can ask for one,
They
a
can inside your order.
complimentary.
You have
order
to check
form.
it, complimentary order form.
when you place
And it's
orders.
all by section, skincare, color, and you can find prices on here. It's all retail. And that way you're not pulling out a workbook. This is your guide, your guide to pricing.
I pull out my phone and I search Mary Kay website. I don't know for that.
Yeah, I have done that too.
I just put my customers like, oh, no, it's this.
All right, so
Yeah, I
that's
have to
sell the sets. You will have already known if you got referrals. If you played a game for booking or did that with your hostess, you already would have done that. This would be your time to say, okay, Courtney, by the way, before you pay me for this ticket tonight, you got 20 people here listed on our fabulous referral game. Would you like to go ahead and take advantage and get $40 off today? And then we can book, we can pay $40 off today. Pick a date and a time, and we can invite all these people to come to your party. And if it holds on the date, and you got your credit, I'm sure you're gonna get some extra bonuses, just like so-and-so did today. If for some reason you decide, you just decide you don't like me anymore, you don't want to talk to me, then I've got your card here, and I'll just charge your card for that $40 hostess on the day of your party. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a little bit more time, but that's giving them that hostess credit at the end. I had one girl at the last one that did it like that, and she took her $40 off. We booked it, and I have her card. I saved her card on file. And then I had one girl that was like, no, I want to wait and do my hostess credit the day of. Like, she didn't want to spend it that day. She wanted to spend it and I was like, that's fine too. So you whichever
Especially
way.
if they're doing color. You know, they want to spend it on color.
Right, like they want to pay for their skincare and spend that later. So that's booking the future appointment, y'all, and it's just fast. I mean, it's just fast. And then lastly, you know what, Courtney? You had so much fun tonight, and I noticed you were like telling all the girls what to do. I mean, that's awesome, because it sounds like you've already got lots of experience. You probably could have held the class tonight. But anyway, would you mind watching a video, or if she's somebody like I really liked, I would probably think, you know, start one day in the next couple days?
Yeah.
And just tell you a little bit about Mary Kay. It might be for you, it might not be. So she says, yeah. If she says yes, or she's just shaking great with Thursday at lunchtime, or Friday at lunchtime, or Saturday at lunch.
Friday.
Friday works for you? Okay, I could do 10:30 on a Friday, how's that? And you literally have your date book open and you book it. Whatever you walk away from not booked, you guys, the likelihood of it getting back on your date book just like dropped big time. So even if you have to pencil it in with a date book, do it. Pencil in. It's hot. Okay. So we went through the individual clothes really fast. So, but what are the three things? Real fast. Y'all don't need to look at your notes.
Says, books of,
And share. Just say share. Ask for the sharing appointment.
I want some water.
Okay, awesome. Yay.